Policy Lab is, I would think of it as a policy innovation lab, but not just innovation, because innovation presumes you're doing something new. It could be a policy innovation or policy improvement lab. So the easiest way to explain it, it's like an incubator, right? So we curate solutions we think are interesting, that can, has potential for meaningful social impact or change. We study the solution, we conceptualize it, we find support for it. So whether it's resources or funders who want to support the project, we partner up with implementing agencies, and then we do a pilot, we do a light touch evaluation, and then hopefully if the project is successful, then it exits to government funding or it exits to community, for example. If it's a project that's more suitable for community ownership, so maybe it's something that just peer-to-peer approach or a ground-up movement could take on, or even a non-profit could take on, then it exits to community. The work that I have managed to look at now is more solutions-focused research. So this is looking at, and it's also the tenor and nature of focusing on solutions is so different, because if you look at problems, it's a depressing set of things. These are problems and these are gaps, but if you look at solutions, the energy changes, whether it's just looking at it from a kind of background research or interacting and engaging stakeholders. Once a solution starts looking viable or interesting, the energy changes in the room, right? Because these are things that people think, oh, maybe I would like to do that together. So when we went to study the Baltimore Algebra project, the project actually has this model whereby they pay a wage for slightly older African American kids to come and teach the slightly younger cohorts. And what it does is, these are from low-income communities, right? So if you don't pay them a wage, they'll be flipping burgers in McDonald's. They'll be using their hands to earn money, but now they become knowledge workers. They're using their minds, they're teaching math. While they're teaching math, they are solidifying their own foundations in math. They're also teaching a language and culture, familiar to their own community. And at the same time, while they're doing all this, they are creating a kind of community solidarity. We don't necessarily have to follow that model, but we realize peer-to-peer learning becomes the concept that we will hold the space for. So in fact, we are very keen, and we are piloting with SINDA on a peer-to-peer learning program. Others have tried it, and we said, MENDAKI will be interested to come and lend their insights to it as well. So that's the wonderful thing about holding this space, right? Being an intermediary and a knowledge broker, that we share whatever we understand with whoever wants to understand it. We produce operating manuals, background research, do-it-yourself kits, so that whoever wants to try this can do it, with the mild obligation to come and share back with everybody what you learn.